ABC7 Bangor.
This is ABC7 News at Noon.
There was an accident late last night on Main Street in Canduskeg involving two vehicles and a rollover. We'll tell you about it in just a moment. Good afternoon, I'm AJ Douglas. Also, a Unity man made his initial court appearance yesterday, and the number of charges left the judge in disbelief. And Maine Secretary of State Shana Bellows recently made an announcement to Maine voters about the upcoming general election coming up. We'll explain those stories along with the rest. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. First, as the weekend approaches, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs for the latest forecast. Devin?
Alrighty, happy Thursday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Luigi and Fredericks across from Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Alrighty, here we are. A few sprinkles showing up on the radar earlier this morning. Now this afternoon, we're starting off quiet, watching out for a few rain showers that will get their act together later this afternoon. Notice we're watching another system moving in from the north going toward the south. Here it is right here. So as this begins to move in, we'll watch for some thunderstorms to develop, but they will weaken as they head in our direction as well. Futurecast moving forward, there's those showers right there. There's those storms that will begin to fizzle out, but clouds and fog will hold on as we get towards the overnight period tonight and early tomorrow morning. The winds overall will be out of the south going toward the north at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, so not too bad moving forward for the next day or so. In fact, the next extended forecast, the wind's looking pretty good. So your forecast for today, upper 70s, mostly cloudy with a few showers possible. That south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. A few thunderstorms possible early tonight. Those will fizzle out. Will then become partly cloudy with lows in the upper 50s. Areas of fog as well. South wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period. Cloudy skies with a chance for a few showers and temperatures in the upper 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
All right, at least it's cooled down a little bit. In other news, an accident took place yesterday evening on Main Street in Canduskeg. The homeowners say two vehicles were involved, including a pickup truck, which they say swerved on and off the road before hitting the homeowner's trailer and flipping over. He says the driver of the truck was taken away by ambulance. We'll have more details on this when they are released. A Unity man made his initial court appearance yesterday for a number of charges, which include allegedly creating a police standoff. Our Dylan Holloway has more.
47-year-old Aaron Nickerson made his initial appearance virtually in Waldo County Superior Court Wednesday. Nickerson was arrested early Tuesday morning following a confrontation with police. Judge Eric Walker presented Nickerson with a number of alleged offenses that he has been charged with in relation to the confrontation.
Kidnapping, Class A, aggravated assault, Class B, theft, Class B, domestic violence, criminal threatening, Class B, domestic violence terrorizing, Class B, domestic violence assault, Class C, aggravated trespass, C, possession of firearm by a prohibited person, Class C, criminal mischief, Class D, and creating a police standoff, a Class E offense.
According to a Waldo County Sheriff's Office police report, deputies responded to a residence in Montville around 2:30 a.m. Tuesday for a reported domestic disturbance. Nickerson was placed under arrest 2 hours later after what authorities are calling a standoff.
Obviously, these charges, the new charges, are extremely serious. Some of the most serious I've ever seen here in Waldo County, short of an actual murder charge.
Nickerson's bail for the charges related to the standoff was set at $25,000. Additionally, Nickerson was ordered to be held without bail on a separate probation revocation motion.
Alleging that you were barricaded as a result of your own actions while armed or claiming to be armed with a dangerous weapon, that you did fail to leave the barricaded location within half an hour of receiving instructions, either personally, electronically, or in writing from law enforcement. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, but that never happened.
Nickerson's next scheduled court date is September 13th. I'm Dylan Holloway reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
A federal jury has convicted two New York men for a Rangeley robbery conspiracy after a 6-day trial in Bangor. According to court records, the evidence presented at the trial, 51-year-old Andre Mueller and 42-year-old Robert Holland and 3 other men developed a plan to steal controlled substances from a Rangeley home back in July 2016. According to court records on July 28, 2016, 2 conspirators entered the home armed with knives and a baseball bat with the intent to take controlled substances. Mueller and Holland both face up to 20 years in prison and a fine of up to $250,000. They will be sentenced at a later date. Jury selections got underway yesterday in the murder trial of Prince Isles man accused of killing 2 men in Aroostook County. Bobby Nightingale was 38 years old when the deaths occurred on August 2019. 25-year-old Alan Curtis and 51-year-old Roger Ellis were found dead in a truck on Route 227 on Castle Hill. Last week, Nightingale's lawyer asked that the charges be dismissed because the state allegedly listened to calls between him and co-counsel. Nightingale's murder trial is scheduled to begin on August 15th. All right, Secretary of State Shannon Bellows recently announced that Maine voters can now begin requesting absentee ballots for the upcoming general election. Those who require an absentee ballot have up until 3 months prior to the election day to request one. Voters will receive their ballots a month before election per the state's no excuse absentee voting law. Once a ballot is submitted, Maine voters can track the progress of their ballot on the state absentee ballots request website. Secretary of State Director of Communications Emily Cook says that voting in the upcoming election is something that everyone should participate in.
Making your voice heard in any election is the basis of our democracy. So making sure that Mainers turn out, which they always do in large numbers, is an important part of that process.
Voters will only need to submit one request to receive their absentee ballots for the election on November 3rd. Coming up on ABC7 at noon, piles of green bags full of bottles of cans are piling up at clink sites around the state. When we return, we'll explain why. We'll be right back.
If you've been injured and think you can't afford a lawyer, think again. There's absolutely no fee unless we win money for you.
I called the twos when I was hit by a speeding driver. Lowry and Associates started working for me for no money up front. I never paid a penny out of pocket, and they settled my case for over $165,000.
I'm Jim with Lowry and Associates. Call the twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
In life, many things matter. Black lives matter. Asian and Caucasian lives matter. Police officers and firefighters matter. Youngsters and senior citizen lives matter. Think about it. Every life matters. And it all begins, first in Maine and everywhere, when the protection of the unborn matters.
You're watching ABC7 Bangor.
A job posting by the Internal Revenue Service is getting backlash on social media. The employment posting was deleted, but appeared again. It lists job requirements for the criminal investigations agents. The duties include carrying a firearm, using deadly force if necessary, and participating in arrests and the execution of search warrants. The posting was still up on usajobs.gov. As of early this morning, the fury over the posting comes as a new bill making its way through Congress would provide money to hire thousands of new positions with the IRS. All right, piles of green bags full of bottles and cans are piling up at Clink sites. The Bottle Redemption System company says they are aware of the issue, but says it's out of their control. Mal Meyer is in Portland with what they say is contributing to the problem.
Betty Lasso collects cans to help children in Sudan.
Like right now in my house a lot.
Sometimes it's hard to make a drop-off.
When the be full, we're going to be out here. And then because sometimes they're not falling inside.
Clink says it projected a 10 to 15% increase in volume this year, but it's looking to be more around 20%.
Just showing us a volume level that we weren't ready for.
The company says part of the issue is that redemption centers are closing across the state.
When Clink becomes your only option for beverage redemption, this is the result that you're seeing right now.
And tourism is booming.
In places like York and Well is really overwhelming our ability to pick up.
Plus, the company, like so many others, is dealing with a workforce shortage. I take it you wouldn't typically be out picking up loads.
I would not. I would be running the factory.
John Sabine is the Senior Vice President of Operations. He's now out driving a truck for Clink, sometimes several days at a time.
In fact, I just came, showered up and came for this interview from being out in the field.
They are hiring, but it takes time. That's why they're asking you to lend a hand by making sure bags weigh less than 20 pounds each.
Fully stuffed bags that are not tied completely or tied at all, just create more work for our driver.
And try to limit drop-offs to 3 bags at a time.
We have customers that show up, they have 15, 20 bags or more, full pickup loads. That creates a volume situation where other people can't drop.
Implementing transportation innovation took center stage during a conference at the University of Maine. Devin Dognott has the details.
Funded by the Department of Transportation, innovators from all over New England came together to solve the problems surrounding transportation durability. It's no secret that New England's roads receive a beating from the region's harsh weather and always seem to be in a state of distress. The Transportation Infrastructure Conference is not only working on how to solve this problem, but how to do it sustainably.
Just this morning, there's a road that washed out in Jackman, Maine, because of a heavy storm. And because the culvert underneath the road couldn't support the amount of water that goes through it. We have technologies where we can 3D print culvert inserts that can increase the flow in the culvert by 30%. Yeah. So that could have avoided the whole problem.
According to Dr. Dagger, earlier this week in Hampton, Maine, using technology invented at the University of Maine, a bridge that weighed less than half the weight of a concrete bridge was able to be installed within 4 hours. Dagger says the University of Maine has worked hard to innovate and implement technology that is not only more durable and eco-friendly, but is also more cost-effective for the consumer, like their replacement for steel rebars made of thermoplastic.
The beauty of this is it doesn't corrode like steel does. And the reason we have potholes in Maine is because when we put salts on the roads, it gets into the steel rebar in the deck. The steel corrodes, and when the steel corrodes, it expands. So the oxide of the metal occupies a larger volume.
He says with innovations like this, our roads and the cars on them will be able to last much longer in the near future. In Orono, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7, Fox 22.
A bill to improve visitor access to Catoctin Woods and Water National Monument to support more tourist activity in the region has been introduced to Congress. It would also authorize the expansion of the Kentucky Woods and Waters by giving the National Park Service permission to acquire land that better connects the monument to the Millinocket region and major roadways. Senator Angus King introduced the legislation, and Senator Susan Collins co-sponsored the measure. The statement from Senator King's office said all expansions will occur with the cooperation of willing landowners and will protect traditional hunting, fishing, and snowmobile use of the land that is acquired. It says those acquisitions are expressly forbidden through eminent domain. Senator King said, quote, since its establishment, the Kentucky Woods and Water had helped thousands of people from around the world enjoy Maine's unmatched beauty and brought important economic opportunity to our state. The Kentucky Woods and Waters of the National Monument Access Act would build on the monument's success and let more people experience the Maine treasure. With Thursday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
The Labor Department released July's Consumer Price Index yesterday, showing prices rose 8.5% in July over a year earlier, down from just over 9% in June. On Wall Street, the Dow was up more than 500 points yesterday. The S&P hit a 3-month high. Economists say the average cost of regular unleaded gas is just below $4 nationally, about $1.50 higher than a year ago. Disney has passed Netflix in the number of streaming subscribers, reaching a total of 221 million customers. The company says it will increase prices for customers who want to watch Disney Plus or Hulu without commercials. And United Airlines has put down a $10 million deposit for 100 flying taxis. United ultimately wants to use them to ferry passengers to airports. The flying taxis aren't approved to fly yet, but it's expected by the end of 2024. I'm Leo Jonathan with Thursday's Business on ABC 7.
Coming up, when the U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan without warning last year, over 70,000 Afghans fled to the U.S. Now some want to enact a new law pertaining to the situation. We'll have the details when we return. We'll be right back.
Come on down! Come on down! Come on down! You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
I'll take The Price is Right instant ticket, please.
Play The Price is Right instant ticket from the Maine Lottery today. Win up to $250,000 instantly. Or enter for your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas for a chance to win up to $50 million in the Come On Down Challenge. Come on down!
Dine on the deck with a delicious view at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub, now open. Experience outdoor dining at its finest 7 days a week with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Dining on the deck at Ryan's Pub is an unforgettable culinary experience you'll want to share with your family, friends, business partners, or that special someone. Your next visit to the Lucerne Inn will feel like the first all over again.
Make the most of your waterfront with a ShoreMaster dock system from Hammond Lumber Company. ShoreMaster docks and boat lifts have been the trusted choice for decades. With ShoreMaster, you get the expert product knowledge and first-class service you've come to expect from Hammond Lumber. Hammond is the country's largest stocking ShoreMaster dealer, so you won't wait to get the dock system you want. Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire with professional service after the sale. Your dream waterfront begins with ShoreMaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
The signs of summer are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And a day at the lake brings the family together. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort, serving northern Maine to Portland. With the push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever summer brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
She helped you find a car.
I guess, yeah.
And you claim you don't owe her any money.
I thought she was my friend.
You seem to be content to mooch off your friends.
If that's what you want to call it, then okay.
Frankly, if we weren't here, I'd call it something much worse.
Hot Bench. Thursday at 3 on ABC 7.
The New York Giants take on the New England Patriots in their preseason football opener tonight at 7 on ABC 7.
Yesterday, Senator Susan Collins visited Northern Light Acadia Hospital in Bangor to speak with hospital leaders about behavioral health services. Collins discussed two projects amounting to $3.2 million that she is advocating for in Washington, D.C. The senator recently secured the $3.2 million for the fiscal year 2023 appropriations bill.
I am very excited about a $2 million project that would be used to expand access to pediatric mental health services.
Part of the project would include the construction of a new inpatient wing and the expansion of number of beds at the hospital. All right, heat waves, droughts, tropical storms, and wildfires continue to pose a threat, and it's only getting more dangerous. With more, here's ABC's Ike Ijachi.
The excessive heat, coastal flooding, and blackouts are intensifying. Our ecosystems will continue to face the repercussions of climate change, an issue experts say is driving the extreme weather that we've seen from coast to coast if we do nothing about it. Experts at the Union of Concerned Scientists say global heating has led us into danger season. This is the time from May to October when climate change threats are at their peak. Our planet is facing an extreme climate change crisis. Spread the word to your community about danger season. Be prepared. Plan ahead of time. Do your part to stop climate change now and stop the danger. With this Medical Minute, I'm Ike Ajachi.
Today, beginning at 4 p.m., the Ellsworth Public Library will host a book sale. Organized by Friends of the Ellsworth Public Library in lieu of budget cuts, the sale will feature new and donated books for all ages and all genres. The money raised will go towards the library programs. The sale will go on from 4 p.m. till 7 p.m. today, as well as 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. tomorrow and 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. on Saturday. When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
If you've been injured and think you can't afford a lawyer, think again.
I never paid a penny out of pocket, and they settled my case for over $165,000.
Call the twos. We win for you.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Hi, my name is Terry Smith, or Dr. T. I'm president of New England Bible College and Seminary. We're located in Bangor and South Portland. We prepare people for God's call on their lives. We want them to know Jesus. We believe he's more than a man, because that would make him just a liar or a lunatic. We believe he is God. So if you want more information, give us a call at 947-1665 or visit us at nebc.edu.
You want to learn more about God, about the Bible, this is a good opportunity for you to come and learn. God bless you.
Caswell's Grocery Liquidation, where you shop first. Shop local. Great savings and selection. It's worth the trip. You won't be disappointed.
Your dollar goes a long, 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 long way at Caswell.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
You want to feel important, to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
We know. We felt that way too.
And that's why we joined the Army National Guard. Take on your legacy.
Visit nationalguard.com to find out more.
One of the challenges we come across in the summer is finding recipes that are light and bright. A dish that I tend to make more in the summer than any other time is quiche. It's versatile. And with the farmers markets in full swing, there are many fresh, colorful, and tasty produce options that can help customize your quiche. Today, we're making one that's crustless and loaded with one of my favorite veggies. The first thing we do is combine some baking mix with onion powder, salt, and pepper. After stirring our dry ingredients together, we add some Swiss and cheddar cheese, 1 some diced ham, and lots of broccoli florets. Now in a separate bowl, we beat together half and half and a couple of eggs and pour it over our cheese. After giving it a good mix, we pour it into a pie plate and bake it off. Once it cools slightly, it's ready to cut into wedges and serve. Who would think something so simple could be so full of creamy, cheesy goodness? And like I said, feel free to change it up using whatever looks best or what's on sale. To get the recipe for our broccoli and ham quiche, simply check out our website. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an easy, cheesy, summery way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
A quick update on a story we aired yesterday about a failed culvert in Jackman. Routes 6 and 15 were impacted and required a detour as of yesterday. Late last night, the Maine Department of Transportation gave an update that these routes are now back open to all vehicle traffic. Now let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Happy Thursday, Devin.
Alrighty, happy Thursday afternoon. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, looking pretty decent out there. We had a few showers earlier this morning in some spots. Now we're looking pretty good out there with just clouds moving in. You might notice some sunshine from time to time too. So a few showers will also be possible later this afternoon before we transition to even a few thunderstorms possible, courtesy of this front right here that's moving from the west going toward the east. So we'll watch for that. Those will be in a fizzle out soon. Then overall tomorrow, not looking too bad though. Maybe a small chance for a few showers. We'll explain why coming up in a little bit. Water temperatures are not too bad. They're in the 60s right now, but with air temperatures that are in the 70s, it might feel a little bit cooler out there, though. Although our average high remains at 80 degrees, we'll be in the upper 70s today and tomorrow. Middle 70s by Saturday, lower 80s by Sunday to Monday. Back down to the upper 70s Tuesday briefly, then back in the lower 80s again as we head towards Wednesday. All right, though, muggy mirror, not too bad. Dew points might be up just a little bit from time to time today, but falling back as we head towards Friday. And Saturday and Sunday looking pretty decent. Then by Monday, not too bad either, though. Maybe a quick boost up before we fall back again as we head towards the Tuesday. UV index forecast for today, despite the clouds, will be at a 6 as considered high. A burn time of around 30 minutes. Yes, even with the clouds, you can still get sunburned. So hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade may be necessary in some spots to avoid a bad sunburn. Moving forward for today, a few showers in some spots, a few storms trying to sneak in here later on this evening. I think a lot of this will fizzle out as it heads in our direction. We'll hold on to the clouds and fog overnight tonight and parts of Friday morning. With a lot of sunshine in some areas, maybe a few showers along the coast. So before we watch for a little bit more clouds, I'll try to move in ahead of our next system, though, as we head towards Saturday morning. Any rainfall will definitely be welcome. We're still in drought across this parts of the state, so definitely some good beneficial rain definitely will be welcome in some areas. So your forecast for today, upper 70s, mostly cloudy with a few showers, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper 50s on the way, a few thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy with areas of fog, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, upper 70s, partly cloudy, again some showers possible to the south along the coast, with that north wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, Scott's Recreation extended forecast, mostly cloudy on Saturday with highs in the middle 70s, lower 80s on Sunday with a chance for storms and a small chance for storms on Monday, highs in the low 80s.
And we have a quick programming note. The New England Patriots host the New York Giants in their preseason opener, and you can watch tonight at 7 on ABC 7, which means Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy are bumped up to 1:30 following Nightline tonight. That's all for ABC 7 at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm AJ Douglas. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 at 6. Have a great afternoon.
We were dear friends, and we did do things for each other.
You didn't give him any money. He gave you money.
A relationship based on cash?
Why were you taking all this money from him?
I was trying to get a business going.
It's clear from his messages that he says to you, I love you.
But she didn't accept everything he was offering.
It was time to end our friendship.
You want to tell me what happened?
He sent me indecent pictures of himself.
Next, Judge Judy.
Thursday at 5, only on ABC 7.